Greetings everyone. In this video session, we will be talking about select text formulas that can help us pull data efficiently from the given series of data. So we'll be talking about right, left, mid. We'll be also seeing how you can combine those with the help of search and len to get more efficient results. Let me begin with a simplistic example. In this given series of data, I have name and 4-digit ID codes of all the students. Now I want to extract their ID codes for another calculation. So right now, if I want to extract 4 characters from the right section, I will be taking the help of right formula. So if I type in equal to right and pressing the tab key to formula to complete, I would ask you to see for yourself the two parameters that come up within the right formula. The first one says from which text value or cell value you would want to extract the data. After selecting that relevant cell, let me press a comma. And now it asks you from the right direction from that particular cell how many number of characters you want to take out. I say 4 characters. Closing the brackets. Story ends. Let me press enter. Now if I simply double click at the bottom right, all the answer comes out. So this is right formula view, and same way you can also write the left formula which will take the characters out of the left section. But hey, if I want to take out the names from the left direction of the cell, I would certainly have to write the left formula, and within which I would have to specify the number of characters. But the problem is, if I put in 5 number of characters for the first name, it will be perfectly fine, but if would not be giving me correct results for some of the data. For example, Jackson, the name doesn't consist of just 5 letters, it's more. So I do not want to keep this 5 number of characters fixed. There should be a dynamic value which should automatically pull the relevant number of alphabets based on the name lengths. Now how do I do that? Let me delete the left formula. What I'll be doing is using another formula called search. I will ask Excel to search for the first instance of space. If you find the first instance of space, stop there and take the characters from the left direction till that space. How does it translate into my formula? Let me break it down into 2 different steps. First, let me search the position number of the space. So I am using the search formula. Let me look closely at the parameters. So it says find text. What am I supposed to find? A space. So within double quotation, a pair of double quotation, I put in a space. So this is what I want to find. After which let me put a comma. So find that space within which text, which cell? This cell. Now the third one is optional. I'll discuss this in detail a bit later. But as of now, let me close the brackets. 6. What does 6 signify? It signifies that your first instance of space lies in the 6th position when you start counting from the left direction of the data. Okay, now if I get 6, how is it going to help us? This is going to help us in writing a left formula more efficiently. When I write left formula, I certainly would be choosing the cell. And if I now say number of characters, take 6 characters from the left, it will take Ronnie as well as the space thereafter. So therefore what I say is take 6 characters and 1 less. So that means 5 characters. Ronnie. Now what is the significance? Let's say had it been my name, slightly more than the 5 characters. The first instance of space now lies on the 8th section, 8th position number, and 8 minus 1 gives you 7. This is the one which is signified by 7, 8 minus 1. Now if I take 7 characters from the left direction, that's exactly what I'm going to get. And the same formula, if I drag it down, both for the search and left, you'll notice I get perfect results. Now if you were thinking, how can I combine these 2 formulas into one? Yes, I will also show you that. I will copy this formula, entire formula search, barring the equal to sign. Let me press escape. Let me get inside the formula of left. Now the search formula was posted in the cell D5. So let me replace this D5 and paste there the formula that I have just copied. Exactly. Now if I press enter and let me now drag the formula down. Even if I delete all the values of the search results, you'll notice the name stands correctly. So there you go, the right, the formula left, and of course how do you combine with the help of search. Search is often used when you want to find a certain number of characters, alphabet or numeric in a particular text sequence. So now let me move on to the next example. We have talked about left, right. Now it's the turn of mid formula. What does mid do? Okay, now before I go into mid, let me talk about the business side of the problem. Let's say these are permanent account numbers, the 10-digit code issued by the income tax department to all the assessees on basis on which they have to file returns and perform several transactions, financial transactions. Okay, now first things first, if I have a list of permanent account numbers for various assessees, first I want to check whether all of them are 10-digit character codes. And if yes, I want to take out the fourth letter from the middle. And why would I take out fourth letter from the middle? Now typically, every permanent account number in the fourth letter signifies the nature of the assessee. For example, let me go to the other sheet, PAN reference. This particular chart tells you this 10-digit code, the fourth character. If it is P, it signifies it's a person. If it is a C, it signifies it's a corporate entity for which the PAN has been issued, and so on. So based on these different characters which are lying on the fourth space, I can verify what kind of the nature of assessee is. So let me go back. First, let me do a sanity check whether all of them are 10-digit codes. So equal to len. It asks for only one text which I select. So it is 10-digit, perfectly fine. Let me double click at the bottom right. Oops, one of them is 11, which signifies that it contains one extra character, thus making it erroneous. Okay. Now barring that, if I want to take the fourth letter out based on which I want to find out the assessee. For example, if I take, let's say, P out, automatically it should show me it's a person. So how do I do that? Let's see. First, let me talk about how to take out the fourth letter from the text. So equal to mid. It asks which text you want to target, from which you want to take the fourth or fifth character out. So text, this cell. Now from the middle, from which position number you want to start to extract the data. So I want to start from the fourth character, fourth position. So starting num should be 4. Now if I take in number of characters 2, it will take 2 characters from the fourth position. Let me show you the result. But hey, I don't want this. I just want the one character. So number of characters being just 1. Just quickly recapitulating, this is the cell from where you want to take the data out. This is the start num of the position and the number of characters, that is just 1. Now if I quickly drag and drop this formula to the subsequent cells, it takes the characters. Now if I have to connect the current sheet with the master sheet, which tells you which character signifies what assessee, I'll be using VLOOKUP. So VL tab key. So this is again a quick recap, something which we have discussed in level 1. Look up for the letter P. Okay. Where? Which table? Which exists in the different sheet. So I go there and choose the entire table. Now as we remember, as soon as I choose this table, I must press F4 and comma. Now the next hint says column index number. So in the third position, let me post the digit 2. Why 2? Because amongst the 2 columns, I want to extract the answer from the second column. Notice, all you need is just a numeric character, nothing more, nothing less, not even the sheet name. So after which I put in a comma. So as we recall from our video sessions with respect to VLOOKUP, if it is not a slab, I will be using false. After choosing false, let me press the tab key and close the bracket and enter. So yes, P is for person. If I copy paste it down, so B is for body of individual, C for company, F for firm. So there you go. How can you use the mid and the length along with right, left and search? There is more to cover, which I will talk about in the next video session. Thanks for listening.